Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson. Today we will start our first actual social studies lesson about the Roman Empire. I have a lot of things to show you and I have a lot of things to share with you. First of all, I want to ask you, do you know where is Rome? Rome is actually in Italy. This is the map of Italy. If you look at it, if you have a creative eye, you will kind of see that it kind of looks like a foot, like a heel, right? Like shoes with heels over here. This is Italy, and this is Rome. Very famous, very ancient and old city and civilization. Rome. And this is where we get the word the Roman Empire. It all started here, in Italy, in Rome. I have actually been to Rome 2 years ago, and I thought that it would be nice for me to show you some pictures that I took there in Rome. This is a temple. This is the Vatican City, where now the Pope lives. He lives there in the Vatican City in Rome. This was a fountain. There were a lot of people, many people traveled to Italy. This was one of the castles, actually. This is the Italian flag, green, yellow, red. So we need to know that. Okay, this was the Colosseum from the outside as well. It was like a temple or a place where they prayed to their gods. You see how many people are there? This was also at the Vatican City. Many soldiers securing the place. And as you see, they have big high doors. This is the very famous fountain. Everyone goes there, especially at night. Okay, here you also see this is one of the castles, I think. Okay, also soldiers. This is how they dress. And if you can see the architecture, the buildings, the details, look here, look at the details. This is the famous Colosseum, which we will study about. Very famous Colosseum. Here they used to use it, the king or the emperor used to use it for entertainment. They used to bring people to be eaten by lions, imagine, for entertainment, and lions to fight against each other and people to fight against each other. This is also at the temple. This is me back then in the Vatican City. As you can see here behind me, it's very big. Okay, this is also inside. I think it was a church, if I remember correctly. Look at the design. They have drawings on the walls, gold. The architecture was beautiful. This is also another picture that I took. Look at the ceiling, how high the ceiling is. The building was so high. This is all gold. Look the people how small they are, and look the ceiling how big it is. This is as well the famous fountain. And as you can see here, it's also written in the old writing. This is Latin writing. Okay, let's watch together this very short video about the Roman Empire.
Hello friends! Welcome to a new happy learning video. Today we're going to learn about the Roman Empire. Legend has it that Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus, two brothers who had been raised by a wolf. but that's just a legend.
A legend is a story that old people used to say from generation to generation. A legend can be something that is true or something that is not true, something that is false. Okay, the legend there in Rome, it was said that Rome was founded by these two brothers who were raised by a wolf. But we know that it's not true. We might not know that, we don't know, but let's continue reading. Watching.
Rome was founded almost 2,800 years ago with the union of several villages in Italy.
Did you look at the date? It's 2,800 years ago. And we say it is BC. BC, it means before Christ. Before Jesus was born.
First, it was a monarchy. Those who commanded were the kings. But later, it became a republic. Do you know what that is? A republic is a form...
Okay, this is very important for you to know. So, they said here, sorry, I'm going to stop many times in the video, but this is just for me to explain. So first, by the way, if you look here, as you can see, this is Italy, the shape of a foot with the heels, like boots, and this is Rome over here, the yellow, the orange dot. So this is very important for you to know. It first started as a monarchy. Monarchy is a country or a group of people who have a king. Is Lebanon a monarchy? No, it is not, because we don't have a king, we have a president. Do you know any country that is a monarchy? Yes, it's England. England has a queen, which is a monarchy. Queen or king, it means a monarchy. In Lebanon, in Syria as well, we have democracy. Democracy, it means demokratiya. It means that we have presidents. We have people elected. ناس منتخبين بينتخبوا. Okay? It's not monarchy. We don't have kings and queens. So, Rome also started with a monarchy. We had a king. And then it became a republic. What does a republic mean?
Do you know what that is? A republic is a form of government where there are no kings, but politicians make the decisions they think are convenient.
Okay, so a republic is a group of people or a group of politicians, just like you see here, a group of men who make decisions, okay, without having a greater person above them. They are the highest position. Okay, for example, imagine in Lebanon, we have wuzara, right? Wazir I don't know what, wazir I don't know what. Okay, and imagine that we don't have a president. There's no Michel Aoun. There's no president. Okay, so this is how it was back then. This is what we call a republic.
The Republic of Rome lasted several centuries until about 2,000 years ago, when what we know as the Roman Empire began. In an empire, all power is in the hands of an emperor, who is like the king of kings.
Okay, so I will put this again. They are showing you here the dates. Look, 700 BC, yani before Christ, up until 500 BC, there was a monarchy, as you see here. After the monarchy, we had a republic. Republic, it means a group of people that make a decision. Look at how much
lasted several centuries,
many
until
centuries,
about 2,000 years ago, when?
And then when after Jesus was born, 1 AC after Christ, so here we have BC, before Christ, and here we have AC after Christ, the Roman Empire began to live with a Roman emperor. Emperor, it means a big king, even bigger than a king, you know? A big king, and not only in that small country, a big king for many countries. Now we will see.
What we know as the Roman Empire began. In an empire, all power is in the hands of an emperor, who is like the king of kings. The Romans conquered all the nations of the Mediterranean: Greece, Egypt, Syria, France, Germany, and also the Iberian and Celtic people of Hispania. They even arrived in Britannia, now known as England. But
Okay, so they had very good soldiers, very good army. They used to travel everywhere and conquer the earth. Even Syria, even Egypt. Yani look from where they came. They came from here, and they went all over, even to Iraq, even up to Britain.
How did the Romans live? Roman society was divided into several groups. The patricians were the nobles. They had a lot of power. They were politicians and military men, rich and powerful. Below them were the plebeians, the people. They were farmers, artisans, and workers in general. And finally, in the lowest part were the slaves, who used to be the prisoners of war. War was a very important activity for the Romans. Their armies were huge and formed by fearsome soldiers called legionaries. Thanks to them, they conquered all corners of the Mediterranean. The Romans were also great engineers and architects and created very orderly cities with many amenities. They had aqueducts to carry water from one place to another, bridges to cross rivers, circuses, theatres, spas, and schools. Roman children went to school, like us.
At that time, boys usually went to school. Girls did not go to school.
They also built roads, and this made it a lot easier to get from one side of the empire to the other. The Roman Empire ended in the 5th century when the Germans invaded Rome. It was at that very moment, with the fall of the empire, when the Middle Ages began. But that's another story. As we always tell you, it is very important to know the past, to understand the present, and improve the future. Don't you think? Goodbye, friends! And don't forget to subscribe to
Okay. So, as you can see, the Romans actually built water, they built roads, they built castles, they built many things, and we will study them all. Okay, I will explain quickly your homework. Your homework will be this paper. We will start by reading this paper. Let me try to read it very quickly with you. The Roman Republic. Students learn about the history of the Roman Empire. Studying ancient, it means old. Underline this word and above it write old. Studying ancient Rome is important because much of the culture of Europe and United States was greatly influenced by the culture of ancient Rome. When the Roman Empire was at the highest point in history, the Roman Emperor was the ruler of the area surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. So as I told you, the emperor is not only for a small area, it was for the whole Mediterranean Sea. Where is the Mediterranean Sea? We are living in the Middle East, which means around the Mediterranean Sea. Rome was not always ruled by emperors. At first, Rome was ruled by a king. Kings usually belong to a royal family, and the eldest son of the current king ascends to the throne and becomes the next king when his father dies. This is monarchy. Please write next to it, monarchy. Even today, this is how the ceremonial king of England is selected. As I told you, England is still a monarchy. However, the kings of ancient Rome were not necessarily members of a royal family. Early Rome had a council of elders who advised the king and selected a new king when needed. This council was called Senes in Latin, or Senes in Latin. This is where we get the term Senate or senators to describe one part of our Congress. Okay guys, I will not have time to finish all the reading with you. I will just let you know what your homework is. Continue reading the whole story. Okay, I will explain it tomorrow. And you also have to do this for homework. This one. So for every lesson, you have to read the title, The Roman Republic, multiple choice questions. Okay, so for every story, you have the title here, The Roman Republic. And so this is the story. You read the title and you look for its questions. And you also have this one, The Roman Republic short answer questions. So you have 2 worksheets to do for tomorrow plus the reading.